What's up, my people? In this video, I'm going to be going over how we multiply polynomials. We went over this in class, but I decided to make a video so that you guys can refresh. All right, one thing that I did not mention in class that I'm going to mention in this video is that you have to, there's a rule, and there's these things called laws of exponents. And laws of exponents just tell you like the rules of the exponents. And so one of the rules is that when you multiply the exponents that have the same base, which is the same number or letter, you add the exponents. So for example, if I have x to the 8 times x to the 2, because they're both x's, I just have to add the exponents and I'll get x to the 10. Excuse me. Let's say another one. Let's say I had y to the 3 times y to the 100. All you do is add the two exponents and you get y to the 103. Okay? So let's do a quick check for you and see if you understand that. I want to know if I had m to the 7 times m to the 6, I'm going to have m to the what? If you said 13, you are correct. All right, so with that being said, let's hop over here and multiply these binomials. And then we got 6x, we got the positive 7, and we got the x, and you got the positive 3. So you might say, Hamilton, why are you giving us those rules? Well, because x to the 1 times x to the 1 is x squared. And then I got 6 times 1 is 6. That's how that x squared gets there, because you add the exponents. And now this is 6 times 3, that's 18. But there's no other x's, so that x just kind of comes for the ride. 7 times 1x is just 7x. And then 7 times 3 is 21. So first, you fill out the box. Step 2, you color in your diagonals. And then step 3, we finish everything. So remember, the top left-hand corner is going to always go first. And the bottom right-hand corner is always going to go last. And since that's a positive 21, I'll put plus 21. And then we add the diagonals. 18x plus 7x is a positive 25x. Okay? So that's how that works. Now, what does squared mean? If I say x squared, that means I'm doing x times itself. So anything squared means we're going to multiply it times itself. So 4n minus 6 squared means 4n minus 6, 4n minus 6. Okay? So let's go ahead and put this in the box. Let's change the color. And I'm going to do 4n negative 6, 4n minus 6 here. And then I got 4 times 4 is 16. And then I got n to the 1 times n to the 1 makes n squared because there's 2 of them. And then I got 4n minus 6 is going to be negative 24n. Negative 6 times 4n again, that's negative 24n. And then negative 6 times negative 6 is a positive 36. So my box is filled out. Colored the diagonals. And remember, the top left is going to go first. Bottom right will always go last. Gonna add my diagonals. negative 24 plus negative 24, or negative 24 minus 24 is going to be negative 48 n. Okay? Now, these are multiplying binomial times binomial. So now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply binomials times trinomials. Okay? So let's set this box up. This is going to be a 2 by 3. And then we're going to do, so I'm filling this out. So x minus 7 on the left, and then 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. Ooh. So, and again, this is really a 1 there. So 3 times 1 is 3. But I have x squared times x. Remember, we add those. This becomes x cubed. 1x times 4x is going to be 4x squared, because there's 1 here and 1 over there. And then 1x times negative 5 is negative 5x. And then I'm going to do the bottom row. 7 times 3x squared is negative 21x squared. And then negative 7 times 4 is negative 28x. And finally, negative 7 times negative 5 is a positive 35. That's first. So we filled out all the boxes. Now, let's color in our diagonals. So here's one diagonal. And here is our second diagonal. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish out our problem here. The top left always goes first. That's going to go in the front. Now we're going to add negative 21x plus 4x squared. Sorry, negative 21x squared plus 4x squared is negative 17x squared. Now I'm going to do a negative 28 minus 5x. Negative 28 minus 5x is negative 33x. And finally, the bottom right-hand corner always goes at the end. This is your final answer. Okay? And let's do one more on this video. Actually, I want you to pause the video right here and try to do it on your own. And then when you have an answer, unpause it and see if your work and my work matches. So go ahead and pause the video right now. Okay, now that you've tried it, let's see what you got. Let's see if you did what I did. So I think we'll do purple this time. We got 7x negative 5, 5x squared, 7x minus 8. This is going to be 35x cubed, 49x squared, 56, negative 56x. On the bottom row, it's going to be 25x squared, negative 5 times negative 5 times 7, negative 35x, negative 5 times negative 8, positive 40. So let's go ahead and do all this combining stuff. Okay, so, but before we do that, we need to color our diagonals. This one and this one. And then we're going to color this one and this one. So again, the one that goes in the very front is this one. 35x cubed. So 25x squared plus 49x squared. Oh, OMG, wait a minute, I forgot a sign. Negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. Thought something looked funny. So 49 n squared minus 25 n squared is going to be 24 n squared. What am I doing? That shouldn't even be an n. That should be an x. But you know what I mean. 24x squared. And then I got my negative 56 minus my 35x. That's a total of negative 91x. And my bottom right corner is positive 40. And when you get a little bit larger numbers like that, it is okay to use a calculator to verify your numbers. All right, that is the end of this video. And if you have any other further questions, holler at me in class. Y'all have a good one.